Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about our friend Ray Charles. So let's get started. Alrighty, so in June of 1952, Atlantic bought Charles' contract for $2,500, which would amount to around 24,000, around 100 in today's money. His first recording session for Atlantic was titled The Midnight Hour / Roll With My Baby, which was in September of 1952, although his last swing time release, titled Misery in My Heart / The Snow Is Falling, wouldn't appear until February of 1953. In 1953, the tune Mess Around became his first small hit for Atlantic. The next year, he had hits titled It Should Have Been Me and Don't You Know. He also recorded the songs Midnight Hour and Sinner's Prayer. Late in 1954, Ray Charles recorded a song called I've Got a Woman. The lyrics were written by bandleader Reynold Richard. Charles claimed the composition. It became one of his most notable hits, reaching number 2 on the R&B chart. The song I've Got a Woman combined gospel, jazz, and blues styles. And in 1955, he had hits with This Little Girl of Mine and A Fool for You. In upcoming years, he scored with Drown in My Own Tears and Hallelujah, I Love Her So. In 1959, What I'd Say reached number 6 on the Billboard Pop chart and number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart. And he also recorded jazz music, such as The Great Ray Charles in 1957, and worked with vibraphonist Milt Jackson, releasing Soul Brothers in 1958 and Soul Meeting in 1961. By 1958, he was not only headlining venues such as the Apollo Center in New York, but also much bigger venues such as Carnegie Hall and the Newport Jazz Festival, where his first live album was recorded in 1958. He hired a female singing group, initially called the Cookies, and he renamed them the Raylettes. And in 1958, same year, Charles and the Raylettes performed for their famed Cavalcade of Jazz concert, which is just a fancy, well-known performance. Now, the other headliners for this were Little Willie John, Sam Cooke, Ernie Freeman, and Bo Rambo. Sammy Davis Jr. was there to crown the winner of the Miss Cavalcade of Jazz Beauty contest, and the event featured the top 4 prominent DJs of Los Angeles, which is pretty cool. Okay, so Ray Charles reached the height of his success at Atlantic with the release of What I'd Say, which combined gospel, jazz, blues, and Latin music. Charles said that he wrote it while he was performing in clubs with his band. The song became his first top 10 pop record. And later in 1959, he released his first country song, which was a cover of Hank Snow's I'm Moving On, and recorded 3 more albums for Atlantic, a jazz record titled The Genius After Hours in 1961, a blues record titled The Genius Sings the Blues, also 1961, and a big band record from 2 years prior that I didn't put in the correct order, titled The Genius of Ray Charles, which was his first top 40 album, peaking at number 17. His contract with Atlantic expired in 1959, and several big labels offered him record deals. Choosing not to renegotiate his contract with Atlantic, he signed with ABC Paramount in November of 1959. He received a more liberal contract than other artists had at the time, with ABC offering him a $50,000 yearly advance, which is around $440,000 in today's money, higher royalties than before, and royalties is just where when they play your song on the radio, you get paid for it, or they put it on TV or anywhere else that's public, they pay you for it, and eventual ownership of his master tapes, which was a very valuable deal at the time. So to own your own music is awesome. A lot of the record labels back then would keep the royalties and would keep the ownership of the music to be able to still make money once the artist stopped working with them or whatever it may be. Now, Georgia on My Mind was his first hit single for ABC Paramount in 1960, and Ray Charles received national acclaim and 2 Grammy Awards, one for Best Vocal Performance Single Record or Track, and Best Performance by a Pop Single Artist. And this song was Charles's first work with Sid Feller, who produced, arranged, and conducted the recording. So, of course, we're going to listen to this fun tune today. Learn a little bit more about it before we listen. So, Georgia on My Mind is a 1930 song written by, again, Hoagy Carmichael and Stuart Gurrell. It was first recorded that year by Hoagy Carmichael and has often been associated with Ray Charles, a native of the U.S. state of Georgia, who recorded it for his 1960 album, The Genius Hits the Road. In 1979, the state of Georgia designated Ray Charles's version of the official state song, or as the official state song. His version was #1 on the Billboard magazine Hot 100. And in 1977, Robert Grossman, James Picker, and Craig Whitaker created a clay animation short titled Jimmy the Sea, in which U.S. President Jimmy Carter sings in Ray Charles's version of the song. The TV series titled Designing Women, which used an instrumental version of Georgia on My Mind as his opening theme, featured Charles performing his version of the song on piano while the show's cast looks on during its opening credits during its 6th season, which aired from 1991 to 1992. And in 2003, Rolling Stone magazine named Ray Charles's version of Georgia on My Mind the 44th greatest song of all time. So we're going to take a listen to this live performance here, and I hope you enjoy. So here we go.
Every time I sing this song, I sing for my Georgia. Oh, Georgia. Get it home me through this old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Lord, oh, mine. Oh, Georgia, yeah. Oh, Georgia, and the song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. Other arms reach out to me, yeah. Other eyes that smile tenderly, yeah. Still hidden peaceful dreams I see. Oh, I know the wrong. Oh, and lead back to you. Hey, Georgia, now. Yeah. Oh, Georgia. No, 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 no. Peace I find. It's this old sweet song that keeps Georgia on my mind. other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile, yeah, tenderly. Well, all right now. Don't you know? Still in peaceful dreams. Well, I see Mr. Road. The road leads back to you, babe. Oh, Georgia. No, no, and I know, no peace I find, babe. It's just this old sweet song. I say, what I say, keep Georgia on my mind. We're on my mind, yeah, on my mind. It's this old sweet song. Keeps Georgia, on my mind. You know the little girls are on my mind. Huh? That's sweet, y'all. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you very much.
Gotta love him playing music. He's awesome. Anywho, you may have recognized the song before if your family listens to this type of music. If not, I hope you enjoyed it. It's lots of fun listening to new music that we don't recognize if we don't have our family listening to this style of music. So hopefully, if you haven't heard it before, you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for listening, friends, and participating with me. And I will see you next time.